mic on. Very good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Hope you have a fantastic day. Today is your day. Weather Extra. All right. Mia, look at this. Already on. I love it. Oh, I love that you're here already. I mean, as soon as I started the stream, this is great. So I guess that's the whole point of putting the streaming starts soon at the thing, right? Yeah, that gets everybody in. I get it. Okay. A little slow sometimes. All right, let's talk. Yesterday, blah, right? Rain, cold, cool, temperatures, whatever you want to call it. I can tell you this, today won't be as wet, so for all the moms out there, not a washout. In fact, I know there's some showers on the radar there. They're struggling to lift north. I know there's some rain falling near Hartselle and Somerville right now, just east of Vinemont, Holly Pond, Baileyton, Arab. There's probably some showers down towards Aniana. It looks like a little stray shower near Aspel, or maybe up towards like Larkinsville near Scottsboro. That's actually south. We'll say Aspel. And then once this line lifts north and it starts to break up, there's like this big long break in the action today. And we'll probably get some, let me just curb expectations a little bit. We might actually get a little sunshine around the noontime hour. And then more rain comes back tonight. So we're not done with this big low pressure that we've been talking about for like the last couple of days, right? But we do get a little bit of a lull in the action today, which is good. Rainfall totals yesterday were mainly half an inch to an inch, but there were a couple overachievers. Some areas along I-65 had over an inch. And I think I was driving home from Tennessee, and it was like my truck said 58 degrees, and it was raining and windy. It was literally miserable. Like, it was really cold. And I told everybody yesterday we were talking here on the Weather Extra that the rain was one thing, but like the rain and the cold temperatures or the cool temperatures and the wind were going to be like, bleh, right? Okay, so better today. Look at me enlarging that screen. I'm an animal at this. All right, so your radar. There's the showers. I blew it up so you can see it up a little bit more there, so it's on full screen. Aniana's been raining almost all morning, and I just like saying Aniana because it reminds me of Aniani Oxenfree, like Ali Oxenfree. I don't know. That's how I remember how to say that. The showers are making their way up into Morgan County. Decatur, you'll probably hit some showers here soon. So a lot of you were very kind yesterday, letting me know that you were thankful for that window during the morning and you were able to mow and get some stuff done. That's great. Some events actually started off dry and then it got wet throughout the event and then they had to cancel. Pandas are in action today. They have a doubleheader make up from last night. They could not get the game in last night with the rainfall. So they are playing a twin bill at 12:05 first pitch, and I really think that they're going to be okay. If you're going to the game today, you should be good to go. I don't think that there should be any delays. I'd keep an eye on those showers to the south of Aniana, but by the time the game starts at 12:05, they should be just about done history. So we should be good. Looks pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Hi, Vacation Valerie. She says, Happy Mother's Day. It's a very good morning to everybody, which is fantastic. Mia's on. Day ladies love you, dear. It's so sweet. Mia, you're so sweet. Vacation Valerie says, laughing. Laura Lee Arrington's on. Good morning to you. Amy Seaton, good morning and good to see you on. What you're looking at right now is the radar currently where there's some showers. Much of the Tennessee Valley is dry, but even though I'm not forecasting much rain for Mother's Day and the next round comes in tonight, we're not done with this thing yet. You can see the showers. There was actually some really heavy rain in Birmingham. That's what that leftover shower activity is that's moving through Morgan County now. It's essentially losing steam as it lifts north. And so a couple showers work across Decatur here soon. But overall, there's not a lot going on right now. You look off to the west, the low pressure has wobbled so far west that it's now near Jackson. But if you look down towards Florida and South Bama, there's still some more showers and storms. That is the area that will eventually fill back in tonight. So we got some time beforehand. So I do think showers and thunderstorms will become more numerous as we go in the evening tonight. Severe weather not likely, but some heavy rainfall is certainly possible. Temperatures today will manage to get to the 70s. We didn't even come close to the 70s yesterday. But I do think with more in the way of dry conditions and even a little sun at times might help us out that way. Once the rain comes back in tonight, though, it rains heavy at times, and then there's more rain for Monday and Tuesday. That big area of low pressure in Jackson you see there is going to wobble back to the east and then lift north finally by Tuesday night. Once it lifts north, we start to dry out, and it gets to be more consistent sunshine for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The low pressure itself is becoming what we call occluded, and what that essentially does is it lifts a frontal boundary to the north. It's like swinging it like it's almost like on a pendulum kind of. And what happens is you can get a little dry slot, and that's what's happening for areas just to our west and southwest now, and that's what I think is part of our forecast today. So afternoon planner, cloudy, sun limited, if any, and then showers back tonight. We hit 70s. And then for tonight, some scattered showers and thunderstorms. I don't think they're severe, but obviously if you have issues with thunderstorms, you could hear some thunder while you're sleeping. Don't be alarmed. It could produce some heavy rainfall, low 60s. And on your 10-day forecast, 7 to 10-day forecast, you're going to see more scattered showers and storms on Monday, more showers on Tuesday. Looks like both commutes on Monday could have an impact. It looks like Tuesday evening commute would have more of an impact with rain. We're in the low to mid 70s. The one thing, though, we haven't had to talk about much is severe weather this weekend. That could change on Monday, not so much severe, but some of the storms Monday afternoon could be rain and wind makers, and they could produce some gusty winds and also some small hail. I don't think it's widespread severe weather, but it's an impactful storm threat Monday afternoon into the evening commute. Once Tuesday, the showers move out. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday look good. I'm sure the next troublesome thing will be the heat, because that will be near 90 and it will be very warm. And it'll feel a lot like summer. All right, get rid of that. And then we go into next weekend, and scattered showers and thunderstorms work back into the forecast. Temperatures in the 80s. And of course, we can't have a weekend. We can't just have a weekend where it's sunny and gorgeous. No, we have to track rainfall at some point. It's all good. It's all good. Sundays are always a little bit quieter here because I see a lot of eyeballs, but nobody talks on Sunday. You can talk. It's okay. You can say hi. It's all right. I don't bite. As long as you say really nice things to me, I say nice things back to you. I promise. Maya, thank you. Oh, Maya, you're so sweet. Mia. Get it right, Jeff. You think if you're going to say such nice things to me like that, I would not say your name 6 different times in one morning, right? But I got it. Vacation Valerie says she had 1.25 inches of rain in Hazel Green yesterday. It's a solid slug of rain. I was in Tennessee. I was in New Market. I was all over. I was everywhere yesterday. And everywhere I went, I hit steady rainfall. Some areas got even heavy rain. I had some heavy rain, too, when I was driving back from Tennessee, too. So, yeah, it was a soaker. Hi, Belinda Mitchell Cooper. Good to see you on. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. It's a great day. But Mia says, yes, you got my name right. I just want to talk about one thing real quick. Yesterday when we were on air, Tegan came on from Albertville, and she said she felt tremors from that earthquake near Knoxville that was 4.1. I did some research on it, and I don't know if the tremors made it all the way down to Albertville. But just so you know, a little shake, rattle, and roll in eastern Tennessee yesterday. USGS 4.1 on the Richter. Tornado. How about earthquake? Yep. Felt as far south as Atlanta, Georgia. No real damage reported, but a lot of video coming in. We had it on our newscast of things shaking. It was 2 dogs were like in a bed, and it's the house. They could feel the tremor. They could feel it shaking, the tremor, right? And they got up, and they were like, "What's going on?" It was actually kind of cute. Nobody hurt though. That I know of, and again, no widespread damage reported, which was good. I was part of a 4.3 tornado. I did it again. 4.3 earthquake. I don't talk about earthquakes very much, so bear with me. 4.3 earthquake when I was up in Rhode Island. It happened in the Dartmouth area, and I talked yesterday about this. caused some pipes to burst underneath the ground, and there was some water issues. And I was part of a tornado, earthquake in Peoria that I could feel. It was like 3.7. It was nearby. And I'm from Connecticut, we actually get some earthquakes up there sometimes too. I know it's weird, but when I was a kid, I remember being at my grandmother's house, and it wasn't a real big earthquake, but it was enough that her china cabinet, all the china in the cabinet started shaking. You could hear it. It was kind of freaky. I was like 8 years old, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit. But it happens. All right, where am I at? Hi, Marie. Good morning, Jeff. Heading home from Gatlinburg. Oh, Marie, great to have you on. If you were in Gatlinburg, did you feel the earthquake yesterday? It was right. I mean, you were really close to the epicenter of 4.1. That's a great person to talk to about that. Marie, I'm sure you had to have, right? I imagine. I don't want to put you on the spot or anything. But hi, Jeff. You're going to New York City soon, right, Lori? You have a good time. Safe travels and enjoy the great weather you're having in New England, which is great. Hi, Cecil from Langston, Alabama. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Very kind. Langston's beautiful. You had some showers in Langston. I talked about you on air this morning. I think it was like when I first started on air, like around 5:30, 6 o'clock, I saw some showers going up Alabama 67. So, Vacation Valerie saying hi. Vacation Valerie, just so anybody knows, Vacation Valerie, when I refer to that Vacation Valerie, it's not some made-up person in my head. It's Vacation Valerie, Valerie Kirby Carey. And she gets her name because she goes on vacation, everybody. And she's the hostess with the mostest. And if you're new to the chat room, she'll say hi to you. She's not a stalker. She's really cool. You can say hi back to her. She's chill. It's cool. We're friends like that. We're tight. It's all good. Brett, good morning, Jeff. Happy Sunday. Thanks for all you do, Brett. I appreciate that. Happy Sunday to you too, my friend. Hey, a lot of you asking me about next time to go do some fishing. I think today is a sneaky, I know it's Happy Mother's Day, but it can be Dad Fishing Day too. You know, let the kids and take mom out, or maybe take the kids away from mom and take them fishing with you and let mom have a day to herself. That might be nice, right? Mom will be very happy about that. But today's a good fishing day. I know there's some storms later today and tonight, but I mean, like much of the day, just watch out for the winds. A little bit gusty out of the southeast, about 20 miles an hour, but that's about it. I don't think Monday and Tuesday are good fishing days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, ideal, obviously. You'll sweat a lot, bring some water. Try to get a round of 18 in today might not be so bad, a little gusty. Obviously, when the wind is southeasterly is behind you, it makes your drives go longer. But if the wind's coming at you in your face, it's going to make it shorter. Saw a lot of boat traffic on this morning. I'm looking at the Decatur camera out of the corner of my eye, and I can see the barge getting ready to go into the bridge. But I saw a lot of boats this morning about, I say 6 o'clock, and getting out there and trying to get some fishing in. Good for you. Good for you. Didn't have that beautiful purple sky that we had yesterday, though. That was awesome. Didn't have that today, so I didn't show very many cameras on air. I showed Gunnersville because it was raining. But I saw a lot of people take off on boats. Now, they're going to have some showers in Decatur, but no thunder today, so it should be okay. Should be good to go. Vacation Valerie saying hi to Lori. Vacation Valerie saying hi to everybody because she is the hostess with the mostest. Laura Lee says, so what you're saying is you're earthquake prone. I am. I've been part of a few of them, actually. Like, it was so funny because yesterday I was like, I went home and I'm thinking to myself, like, how rare, you know, an earthquake in East Tennessee, and everyone was talking about it on Weather Extra, but I didn't feel anything, and I don't think we did here, but maybe I just don't understand it enough. And then I started talking out loud to myself, and I'm like, you know, you've been kind of part of more earthquakes than you think you have, and I started remembering all the times I've been on air and I had an earthquake, and if I remember correctly, I'm going back to like 2007 and 8 when I first started in TV, like way back in the day when I was in Wyoming. I think there was a hurricane now, earthquake in Wyoming too. I'm almost positive there was. Like my first month I worked there, I was so green. Like I don't know much now, but I didn't know anything then. And I'm almost positive I had one there too. Anyway, whatever, it's all good. And one time when I was in Tulsa one time, and I didn't know this, but there's a fault line like right near Tulsa, the Ozarks. There's a little fault line in there, and I guess they get a lot of earthquakes there too. Who knew? I didn't know. I don't know. I think it's great. You learn something every day. You're never too old to learn. Remember that. Marie says, no, we were in an elevator when it hit, didn't feel it. I think that's good. I don't know if I'd want to be in an elevator during an earthquake, but I guess it's true. You're up, so you can't feel it, right? Well, I appreciate that. That's Marie. That's good insight right there. Hi, Kelly Quick. Hello and good morning to you. Happy Sunday. Have a fantastic day. I'm going to put the radar back up. You don't need to see the 10-day. We've talked about the 10-day, right? So I'm going to just zoom back to the radar so everybody can see what they're doing here. This is really the only player in town right now, this little batch of showers. Once this dissipates and lifts north, and as it does lift north, it is losing steam. At one point, it was a big-time rainmaker just east of Birmingham. Now it's more like just some soaking rain. Could be a little bit more in the way of some heavy rainfall now, moving closer to Holly Pond and Baileyton, and then up towards Hartselle, Somerville, up towards Priceville. The Decatur, southeast Decatur near Point Mallard Parkway probably has some light showers getting a little bit closer. But this is really the only player. If you're not in this little cluster of showers, you're good for today. As it lifts north, it should weaken as it gets closer to Athens and kind of rain itself out a bit. But this is really all we're watching. And I'm actually working tonight as well, so if my forecast doesn't verify and it turns out to be a big old rain fest today, I am like a piñata today because I actually had to come back on my own forecast and work tonight. So if my forecast is off, I'm going to hear about it. So it's okay. Hopefully it works out all right. See what happens. Vacation Valerie. Definitely should start doing a fishing forecast. I do, Laura Lee. That's so funny you say that. I have a fishing forecast graphic, and I share it in the mornings on Saturday and Sunday. I don't do it every single hit because not everybody fishes, but I actually do. I do it usually during the so what we have in the show is we have first weather in the beginning of the half hour, and then we have main weather, and then we have these little teases out at the bottom, and usually I don't have a set rhyme or reason of how I do things, but usually on my bump outs I do fishing forecasts. Oh, y'all want to go fishing today? Here's your forecast. Here's the best day to do it, and it has a little fish flopping in the background. It's kind of cool. Anyway, things I do. Fishing forecast. Yes, I do have one though. I do use it too. Vacation Valley says we've had them before. It's really weird. The fault line in Oklahoma, Missouri is the Mabdreas. Maybe not spelled correct. It's okay. Sometimes we can feel those, but those who we have felt more are out of Elkmont, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the one in Knoxville yesterday, 4.1, I don't think was felt here. But I mean, like, if Tegan felt it in Albertville, she did. I don't know. I mean, like, I think that's a long stretch. But obviously one that happens closer to home, like in Elkmont, that's definitely going to happen and feel it. I mean, 4.1 is pretty big, though. So that what makes me think that maybe it could have been felt here. I mean, I don't know. I didn't feel anything here. I talked to some of my friends that live out in Dutton. I had a couple friends in Chattanooga, and they didn't feel it, and they were in Chattanooga. So I did some Jeff Desnoyers, WAFF 48 investigative reporting during my afternoon off yesterday. And most of my friends that I know in the area that are closer to Northeast Alabama did not feel it. I have a buddy in Atlanta that felt it though. He told me it shook his apartment. So, yeah. I mean, the videos are pretty crazy. Like there was you could see like ring cameras doing this. A little more than just wind. It was kind of scary. Like I remember one the one when I was a kid. It was really small. I was like 8 years old, but I couldn't imagine being through something more. Like, and the ground just starts shaking. Like that would freak me out. Like I feel like with weather, I have maybe because I love weather and I do it for a living. But I feel like I understand it, and if there's a tornado or if there's bad weather with damaging winds and stuff, even though it could hurt me and it could affect my property, I feel like I feel there's an ease for me because I feel like I know what I'm doing kind of. But with an earthquake, I feel like I can't control it. Like I don't know when the earth is just going to start shaking. Like I can tell you when a thunderstorm is approaching Huntsville, and I can say, okay, my house is going to get hit. I'm prepared. I'm good. But when like an earthquake happens, like it just happens. Like I know that I do believe I read an article one time about how they're trying to predict earthquakes. I don't know how you do that. It's fascinating to me, but it's pretty cool. But that's the thing that scares me. That's all. I hope that makes sense. All right. So what I'm going to do, I usually will keep the weather extra going till about 9 o'clock. But as I've already alluded to, I have to come back and work tonight, which means I have to be back here about 2:30. I think we're on at 5 and 10 tonight. I should find that out too. I'll be ready to go, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. But what I do need to do is I got to take a nap. So I'm going to wrap weather extra up a little bit faster. The weather, for the most part, again, big improvement over yesterday. It's not great. It's not sunny and bright all day for Mother's Day, but all the moms make it bright no matter where they're at, so it doesn't matter. But, yeah, the rainfall today, not nearly as much coverage. Get through these spotty showers here this morning in most locations. Should be dry until mainly this evening. I'll probably start tracking some more rain when I come into work later, or at least forecasting the rain for the night. Keep an eye on it. But, yeah, a little break, which will be nice. Some of you didn't have any rain Thursday and Friday at all, so, like, you've had it pretty good, except for Saturday. Now, there's other areas that were rocked on Thursday with some rain, and there was also some areas that had some rough storms on Friday, and there was also areas, that same area had rain Saturday. So there's some parts of the Tennessee Valley that have had rain every single day since Wednesday. And then there are other areas that didn't have as much. I think the rain totals for May, though, they're pretty impressive in terms of how much rain we've had. And now that we're approaching almost the middle of May, it's the 11th, so the 15th would be the halfway mark. So that would be Thursday. We don't get into the really warm temperatures until the end of the week. So the first month of May is going to go in the books as really cool and very wet, which is not great forecasting wise for like your outdoor plans, but good news in terms of the amount of rain that we've had the last 2 months, and hopefully sets us up that if we do hit a dry spell, like in the middle of summer, like we seem to do all the time, maybe it won't be like instant drought conditions like it has been the first 2 summers I've been here. We'll see what happens, how it plays out. All right. Cecil says you're welcome. It's very nice. Vacation Valley. Jeff, you relax and rest today. See you tonight on air. Tomorrow, day off. No. Tomorrow, not a day off. Eric will work Monday morning. I will be here Monday night. Eric will work Tuesday morning. Jeff will be here Tuesday night. Brad's back on Wednesday. And he comes back just in time for all the sunshine. But a well-deserved time away for Brad, and Eric and I hold down the fort. We got it covered. We're good to go. So that shower right before your very eyes, look in Hartselle, boom. I talked this morning how they were going to veer to the west and probably lose a little steam. And that one right before your very eyes. In fact, let me pull this up. I just want to pull this up. Watch that. As it moves closer to Decatur, it's like somebody took the wind out of its sails. That is what I'm thinking is going to happen to that little cluster of rain down towards Aniana too. But we'll see what happens. Again, this is minimal impact, so that's good. Nothing wrong with that. Hi, Kaylee. Good morning to you. Good to see you on. Happy Sunday. Fantastic day. Little rainfall just south of you in Albertville right now. And I'm actually really excited that there's a chance for some dry weather today. I think all the moms deserve that. I think it's fantastic. All right, I got to go. I get some sleep. I'm going to take a quick nap. I will be back bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at 2:30 this afternoon to get ready for the 5 o'clock newscast. I think Weather Extra is on again at 4:30, and that will be me again. So I will see you then. Everybody have a fantastic Sunday. Give Mom a big hug. If she's not in the area, give her a call and just let her know you love her. And have a fantastic day, everybody.